Hello crocheters, Happy New Year! If we haven't met yet, I'm Elizabeth from Hook and Happy. Welcome to my crochet channel and to the start of a brand new year. It's the first day of the year, it's that time when we are reflecting on last year and all that we achieved or maybe didn't achieve, and maybe setting ourselves some goals for this year to come, things that we'd like to achieve. And I've had a pretty brilliant idea, for me anyway, so it's the perfect time to start it, and I thought I would share it with you in case you'd like to join along. It is so simple, but it has so much potential. I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of crocheter that just wants to do all the things. There are so many things to try in crochet, so many stitches, techniques, products, projects. Ugh, my brain buzzes with it all, and sometimes I just don't know where to start. I have so many things that I want to do. I get frustrated that I can't do them all at once. I sometimes feel like I'm doing crochet all the time, but I'm not really achieving anything. I flit from one thing to another because I'm so excited about starting a new project. I end up with lots of things that are left unfinished, and I kind of start to lose my mojo for crochet a little bit. So I've come up with this idea for something that I hope this year is going to really focus me on achievements, really small, manageable achievements. I'm not talking about projects. I'm not talking about creating new designs for specific things. I'll be doing that as well, but these are smaller tasks that can be done in and amongst them. So when I get that feeling that I want to just put something that I'm working on down and start a new thing, this is going to be my go-to to keep it small, manageable, and something that I hope I will be able to look back on at the end of this year, and if I've stuck to it, if I want to, no pressure, but if I do stick to it, I'll be able to look back and say, that is what I've achieved. Even if nothing else went to plan, even if I didn't write any more patterns or produce any more designs or create any more items, follow any projects, this is something that I can look back and say, I did that. And it is this simple. A jar. This is my Crojo jar. Unless you can think of a better name for it, please feel free to comment below if you can. If not, then I'm sticking with the name Crojo Jar, bringing back the crochet mojo. This is how it works. I have cut 12 small pieces of paper, and on each one I have written the name of a crochet stitch that I haven't tried yet. There are tons of blog posts with lists of crochet stitches. All you need to do is Google crochet stitches and you will be able to find some that you haven't tried yet. I've gone for kind of intermediate to advanced level crochet stitches, but the beauty of this is you could be a complete beginner and you could write down basic crochet stitches or techniques for your jar. If you're an advanced crocheter, you can write down advanced crochet stitches, so you can kind of try and pitch it to your level. So for example, side saddle stitch, never heard of that before, can't wait to try it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up all of these bits of paper, pop them in the jar. I've got 12, so the idea is that I will pick one out of the jar every month. So 12 pieces of paper, 12 months of the year. One per month seems manageable to me, and I will just learn from the internet how to crochet that stitch. I might make a little swatch. It might inspire me to create something else using that stitch, but there is no pressure on this. It is supposed to be fun. I'm gonna pull it out whenever I feel like it. It doesn't have to be on the 1st of the month, but if you wanted to join in with this, you could do that if you wanted to, on the 1st of the month, on the 10th of the month, on the first Saturday of the month, whatever you want to do. You could pull a piece of paper out of the jar and that's going to be your crochet project for the weekend. You could put 52 ideas in there and have one a week. You could just put 6 in there if you think that you're only going to do it every couple of months. It is entirely up to you. So I'm starting off with 12 crochet stitches. Like I said, zero pressure on this. I'm not going to beat myself up about it if at the end of the year I haven't completed them all. It is just something that if I'm in the middle of crocheting a project or I'm coming up with a new design and I'm getting that kind of itchy feeling that I want to put it down and do something else, I can go to my Crojo Jar, pick out a new stitch, learn it, and that's it, done. And then I'm back on track again. I'm hoping that it will give me just that little bit that I need to get the Crojo back so that I can go back to my project and carry on with it. It kind of will keep me focused on my crochet journey. But if you're starting to learn how to crochet, it could be a fun way of just picking out a random stitch and saying to yourself, that's the one I'm going to learn this month. It's not a progression of skills. So if you are a beginner, then you probably will need to learn how to chain stitch, how to create a chain, because that is how most flat things work. So if you were going to learn a new stitch and create a swatch, by which I mean, oh, let me just grab this. Happen to have one right here on my blocking board, and it's all tangled up, but a swatch, literally just like a square or a rectangle of a particular stitch, then you could do that, and it would be a very small, very manageable task that at the end of the year you could look back and say, I learned how to do icicle stitch, I learned how to do herringbone stitch, whatever it is that you want. As well as stitches, you could do techniques. So I'm going to put loads of ideas in the description box below for stitches, for different levels, and for techniques as well. But for example, if you were a beginner, you might want to learn how to join with a slip stitch so that you can start to work in the round and create cylindrical shapes. You could also learn how to join so that you can crochet a flat circle in the round. You might want to learn about how to do the invisible join. That is a great technique, one that I have a tutorial for on my channel. Plug. You could learn how to crochet in the front loop or the back loop. You could try starting with a magic ring. That's another technique you could try. There are loads of different things. So it might not just be crochet stitches, it might be techniques as well. You could also, I might do this as well. You could also write down ideas for crochet related things, but not actually crochet. So if you're a crochet addict like me, or you're becoming one, you might find that you get aches and pains, hands are particularly vulnerable with repetitive strain injury and things like that. So if you're feeling like you actually need a break from crochet, but you love crochet so much you just want to do crochet things, there are loads of things that you can do related to crochet that are not actually crocheting. So you could also have, I've got another set of a different colour that I haven't written on yet. So I might write non-crochet but crochet related things on these, and then if I ever feel like I need a break but I'm not sure what to do, I can go to my jar and whip one out, and it might say something like go to the library and see what crochet books they have, and that might just spark something for me and bring that Crojo back. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you are too. If anybody wants to join in, that would be amazing. If you create your own jar, please comment below and let me know. I'm on Instagram at hookandhappy, hook.and.happy. So I will create a hashtag for this as well. Better not think of it on the spot, but I'll write it in the description box below. And if you want to join in, we could make it like a jar along. So I can show you what I've pulled out of my jar. You can show me what you've pulled out of your jar. We can share ideas. It is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be any kind of pressure at all. No expectations. It doesn't have to be at a particular time every month. It doesn't have to be every month. It could be more than once a month, as I've said before. Whatever you want. It's just kind of like a fun idea to keep you focusing on your crochet journey, maybe bringing a bit of that Crojo back if you feel like you're losing it, but in a small, manageable way, and that you're in control of as well. So you're in control of what goes in that jar. Don't write anything down that you don't want to do. I thought of some stitches before that I could have written down, and I thought, do I actually want to learn that at this moment in time? No, I don't. Okay, it's not something that I can do yet. I'm fine with that. Maybe that can come next year, or maybe in 6 months' time, I might add it to the jar. So just write down things that you actually want to do. Okay, so please let me know in the comments if you are going to join in with this jar along. And I can't wait to see your Crojo jars. Bye!